Hello everybody, my name is TheTfboy, and welcome back to another little Nosgoth, I guess you could say tips and tricks, just basically overview of a certain class. However you want to call it. Today we're going to be looking at the Prophet. Now, the Prophet is actually probably one of my favorite classes. Probably my favorite human class, to be perfectly honest, just because he's a lot tankier than he looks, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because, you know, a lot of people complain how tanky this guy is, but really, he doesn't have that much damage output like the Alchemist, the Hunter, or the Vanguard, or even the Scout. Or I should have said even the Vanguard, but that's besides the point. So, this class is centered around basically, trying to survive as long as possible by either benefiting yourself or disabling your opponent, at least in terms of his primary ability. So, first we'll look at his weapons. Now, he has 4 types of weapons. Dual pistols, which is the standard. I actually have like a variant of each one, which is cool, even a rare piercing pistols, but dual pistols, basic weapon, piercing pistols, fires faster, and has more ammo on a clip, but does less damage per shot. Heavy pistols, which is what I prefer, to be honest. More damage per shot, but has a smaller clip and is slower. And then we have the piercing pistols, which, compared to, let's say, the dual pistols, it does slightly more damage per shot, but the fire rate is slower, has less per clip, and as well as it has a damage over time of 40 over 2 seconds. I haven't actually leveled this one up, so I don't know what the properties are, but that's pretty much how the piercing pistols works. And I may show off each weapon, but but every weapon's pretty self-explanatory. I may just show off the heavy weapon and the piercing ones, just because I think that would probably be the best bet. In terms of primary abilities, you have Hex Shot, which is your default one. It disables and slows your target, so essentially it prevents them from attacking or using their abilities. They can still climb, as far as I'm aware, but they just can't attack. And it does 100 damage, lasts for 3.5 seconds, and it decreases their move speed by 50%. Which is pretty useful, but I actually prefer the Draining Curse, which is, it curses an area, and it, heals, me for 50% of the damage done to it. Now, bear in mind that if I were to stand in this and try to just wait for a vampire to hit me, I would take damage, just from the Draining Curse itself. So, sometimes I like to just dance around, like, in middle combat, I just place it on the ground, then I dance around it, hopefully getting some vampires to go in it. I generally do that as I'm reloading, just so I have a good defense mechanism. And then you have Disabling Curse, which is essentially like the Hex Shot, except it's something you place on the ground. I'm not really going to show this off because it technically has the same animation as the Draining Curse. The only difference is that one disables, and one heals. So I'm not really going to be showing this off, and I don't want to spend the gold on it anyway. I don't really have that much gold to spend. And then we have his secondary abilities, which is basically where he can come into more of a support role. So we have Life Leech, which is again what I prefer to use. Rips the life force from the target vampires to heal yourself. Or you have Sacrifice, which heals an ally basically half the damage done to yourself, which I think is quite cool. And then you have Ethical Guard, which essentially puts up a shield on your ally that lasts for 8 seconds. I'm going to be trying... I've actually never tried these abilities out, but for the sake of the video, I will. So, that should be useful. But for the most part, this is my primary setup. I like to do Heavy Pistols, Draining Curse, and then Life Leech. Also, my heavy pistols has 5% health but 2% movement speed, which I'm okay with. Makes this guy a little bit tankier. So yeah, excuse me. So yeah, I will get back to you with a match with the Prophet, and we will show off all of his abilities, aside from the disabling curse, and a good majority of his weapons. See you in a moment. And go. Okay. Okay, hello, everybody, I'm back, and, oh wow. We actually have a lever. That's unfortunate. We didn't do well, we won the for those who are wondering, I won the last match, 30 to 29.
Today we build all our tomorrows.
But one of our teammates still left, so... Well, we've got somebody now. Alright, so right now I have the default setup, heavy pistol, or not the default, the setup that I like to use, which is heavy pistols, draining curse, and the life leech. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Oop. Where'd he go? Whatever. But dang it.
Bring the future to us.
If there's one thing I hate about the draining curse is that if I get stunned, it doesn't place it down. And I have to wait for the whole cooldown to reset, which is annoying. Alright. Next round I may switch to my other setup. Oh no.
None shall stand before.
Yeah, let's switch. Okay, we're gonna do the quick pistols, hex shot, and sacrifice. Sacrifice? Is that the... Yeah, we'll do sacrifice, because why not? There we go. So like I said, that gives away half my health in exchange for... That hex shot didn't do anything. Oh well. I'm actually going to... Because like I said, I'm not a big fan of the hex shot. I hate it. I don't like using it, and I hate being used against it. These quick pistols do have a great rate of fire. Go. Nope, that's not what I wanted to use.
Price of your stew.
Dang it, I missed. Headshot's pretty unreliable just because it's actually a consistent shot. I think next time I do, I'm going to switch to the shield one. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to you do that. I see you up there. Oh, come on. Okay. Alright, I'm switching my loadout, so we're gonna go piercing, we're gonna go draining curse, and we're gonna go guard. Just to show off some of his other stuff. Alright. Oh, come on. There was nothing I could do. I was trying to pop the shield on somebody, but it didn't even matter. I should have popped my curse down. That would have been beautiful. Oh well. Not even gonna get a chance to show the shield. Alright, as soon as someone gets attacked, I'll pop the shield. Oh, come on. There you go. Oh well. But the point is you get to you guys saw most of his abilities in action and basically how to use it. Personally, I would have used the draining curse with the sacrifice. Just because it's a method for you to receive health back as well as trade health to the enemy. But yeah, that's basically it for the Prophet. Not the greatest match in the world, but I think it gets the point across. The piercing pistols were pretty self-explanatory. You know, they did some damage over time, but I do prefer the heavy ones. I do prefer the drain curse, and I do prefer the life leech as my personal setup. Though sacrifice wouldn't be bad in exchange for a life leech. Anyways, that's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and stream.